Welcome to Auntie K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello and welcome to Auntie K's Tarot. Today I am doing an installment of Top Tarot Trumps. I am covering the Lovers, the Chariot, and 8, which in the RWS decks is Strength, and in the Marseille decks is Justice. And I guess we'll get to my thoughts on that. Let's start with the Lovers. My Landback Tarot and my Marseille Prendre de Vie both made it in here. I love this Lovers card from the Landback Tarot because it's beautiful. It's gender neutral. They're standing in a way where we can't see attributes that might make us assume gender. And as Indigenous folks, they both have long hair. So who knows? and I just think it's beautiful. So that's where this made it in. I'm Gemini. I feel a special call to the Lovers card as a Gemini. And I happen to love what I did here. So I'm a Leo rising. That's probably why I like my own work. So these lovers are all Marseille lovers, and they're just, I don't know, jolly, fun. Let's do this. So in Marseille Prendre de Vie, which I did, we have a crazy little Cupid going on here, hanging upside down, and not sure where the arrow is going, and I found all of that quite fun, and it's like through his one foot pierced, and here we have 3 lovers, and it looks like these two are this one is choosing this one and saying goodbye to that one, or we're done with you, or come back later. I don't know. I had a lot of fun making this card and working on people's expressions and where do all the hands go in this, and I enjoyed it. I love the outfits. Again, that's me enjoying my own work. In this deck, which is the Multi-Marseille by Tom Benjamin, again, we have a bit of a crazy Cupid going on. They look like they might be blindfolded, which I quite enjoy. We have all these, they look like they're all fighting over each other. There's some very unhappy faces in this love triangle. Nobody's sure which way who's going to win. And I find that a lot of fun. And, we've got a set of 3 in here. We've got some more cute Cupids going on as well. These people also look a little uncertain, unhappy. You're coming with me. No, you're coming with me. I'm really sad. I don't know how to choose. I love that she's pregnant. With the traditional RWS, you've got like this whole Adam and Eve thing, and it's very Christian, and clearly people are getting pregnant, or either by accident or on purpose. It might have been very much on purpose with these 3, and now the decision about love is being decided after the pregnancy. I enjoy that. It's interesting, and it really adds fun to reading with it. These 3 are just fun. This Cupid is quite pleased. They've got 3 arrows. They are intentionally putting together this pairing of 3. So this feels very purposefully polyamory. And everyone is quite happy. They're holding hands. Their hands are in very different places than Marseille. And this gives us that understanding that they're all in love together, and I love that. And underneath this like braid is somebody's giving the finger to those behind them who might judge from behind. So I love this. I love the way the colors are put in, so we can tell by their kerchief, their hanky around their neck, that this is a trans person. We've got that clue there for us. I just enjoy it. And the arrows are, pink, blue, and white also. So I enjoy this. So I love these lovers. These 3 are all just joyful and fun. And then this one is beautiful. So that's where I'm coming. All right. The Chariot. Oh, wrong one. The Chariot. We've got, some of the same decks showing up here in these sets. I stopped when I got to 6 and started taking out to make 5. So some of my decks I was like, oh, I didn't get to you, too bad. Okay. The Chariot often talks about willpower, right? And this can become a very white privilege conversation when we think about willpower. And so that informed my choice for number 7, the Chariot in the Landback Tarot. Hang on, I need to make a coffee. So with this Chariot from the Landback Tarot, I chose my oldest child, my daughter Asha, and she's gone on to live her own life out west with a partner. But at this time, through the pandemic, she was working at Bath and Body Works, busing out to the suburbs to work every day, busing home, helping to support her multi-generational Romani family. That's what willpower is to me. It's not the privilege of manifesting what you want. It's the really hard work, hard decisions, the getting up and going where you don't necessarily want to, for your love of other people, for your love of yourself. That to me is what willpower is about. Okay. And then we got a bunch of Marseille. And none of these are really horses. And I think that's what I like about all 4 of these. We've got some people with horse masks leading the Chariot in the game Marseille. And it's just fun and sexual. And it asks, in a lot of ways, what is your will? Sexually speaking, what is your will? What is your drive, right? And I really enjoy that. And Claire Charlie Burgess initials in there. And I enjoy that. In mine, we have DF, Demore Flute. My horses are robots. They're mechanical. And to me, it looks like the Chariot's about to take off and maybe fly through the air. Who knows what is about to happen? So I recreated that feeling in the landscape. And the Chariot drivers got a fancy chariot. They're really dressed up to the nines, and I think all 3 of these did that really, really well. I love the Estrella Tarot. We've got these elephants going on, and like the one elephant's like got their eye closed or winking, the other one looks quite exasperated, and the chariot driver's just like, I'm chill, you were doing my thing. And I quite enjoy that. In the cat Marseille, we have two non-anthropomorphized cats pulling an anthropomorphized cat in the chariot, and this makes for really interesting commentary, especially on that previous white privilege remark. Like, this is, white person who's really, doing the work for what you're manifesting. Like, are they the boss, and these are the workers? Who's really making your manifestations, your will come to be? Is it actually you, or is it someone else? And the Chariot does speak about this in the horses pulling in the lack of reins, right? But I just find it really driven home in the Cat Marseille. The Marseille Cat Tarot. That's what it's officially called. The Marseille Cat Tarot. All right. And so these are my chariot choices, and these would be why I chose these chariot choices. I did say I'm only going to put like the favorites of my cards in if they show up, but they're really showing up in this set. Okay, so we are going to talk about strength. Can I fit all of these in? Woo, woo, I can. Okay, so we're going to talk about strength and justice, actually. Two of these cards represent justice, two represent strength. I actually prefer strength in 8, and this is because justice in 11 makes sense for me, because you go justice, hanged man, death. Because you go justice, hanged man, death, that makes sense for me for justice to be placed at 11. I really like the format of Marseille, the openness of Marseille, but I have to say I agree with justice being moved to 11. That said, okay, I like this justice. She is part of Emila Skate, an indigenous femme skate group out of Bolivia. They dress in modern versions of traditional indigenous outfits, wearing their skirts proudly as they skate. Her scales of justice are made out of tools that you use to fix your skateboard. Her hand is holding her skateboard, but then you can see the hand from the traditional Marseille justice holding that sword. So that's the image on her skateboard. And Emila Skate inspired me for this justice card because they are enacting justice in multiple fronts through the way they skate. They make their skating an activism, which is also how I felt about the strength card when I made the Land Back Tarot. So when I made the Land Back Tarot, I chose the invasion of Elsa Patog and Amanda Pultes kneeling with an eagle feather in front of like this mass line of cops, and they didn't know what to do, and she used this really quiet, silent action. I believe in a diversity of tactics. I believe in a variety of tactics, including this, including harsher, stronger weapon actions, including weapons, etc. Anyway, this quiet inner strength is what holds all these cops at bay for quite a while, and lets everyone decide what they're going to do next. The next world tarot, we have that inner strength and that connection to nature through this person who is out here connecting to nature in, all its glory, even when that glory is in an urbanized space, which it kind of looks like with these things here. Maybe they've brought some of this stuff, but this always gave me an idea of nature in an urbanized space. Maybe it's what I wanted it to be, because for a long time I lived in an urban environment and would seek out these places. So that's what I like about this. This one is in here for beauty. I love that this looks like water on the bottom. The emotions, standing on the emotions on the water to find that calm, to connect with the greatest beasts of nature, to connect with the greatest fierceness of nature. And this is from the African Tazama Tarot. This one here is from Tarot Neocolonial de la Americas, and we have Justice in 8. And we have a prison guard who appears to be an angel who is beating a chained and enslaved person. We have prisons in the background. It's described as a devil in the corner. I guess this monster being that devil. And the lack of justice in justice, which goes to these two, right? Both this justice and this strength. It's the lack of justice within the justice system that I love about the commentary that I love about the commentary in Tarot Neocolonial de la Americas by Patrick McGarth Muniz. I really love that. And we've got helicopters, like it's a non-justice system, and I'm glad that is portrayed. So those are my thoughts on top tarot trumps for 6, 7, and 8.